Alright, so I've been playing a lot of standard events recently, mostly because, I mean, obviously I need some packs from March of the Machine Aftermath, since we have a lot of new rares and mythics to play with. And, I don't really want to spend my wild cards, so I'm going to go ahead and earn those cards directly through playing standard events. And it makes sense as well because I can explore best of one, which I don't really have much of an incentive to explore other than exactly playing these events. So let's take a look at the deck that I got 7 wins with recently, and yeah. Alright, so here's the deck. I took the original list from Ash Lezel over on Twitter. I saw it posted and it was recommended to me during my live streams over at twitch.tv/krowz. And, I explored the initial Calix deck, which was the white-green enchantment deck. So Calix is a new card, Constellation. When it enters the battlefield or when another enchantment enters the battlefield, you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. And whenever Calix or an enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, you may create a token that's a copy of a non-legendary enchantment you control. Do this only once each turn. So really good snowball mechanic. It can be extremely powerful, and even if it's not, I mean, it's just a pretty decent creature that will add stats to your other creatures. Ignore this. This was initially at 3 in my list, but I'll put it back. I just did that modification because that's what I would do. But okay, let's finish talking about Calix. So Calix is a really good card. It's a 3 mana, 2/2 that adds counters to something else potentially or itself, and then it has a snowball mechanic where, if it connects or if something else connects that is enchanted, then you get an additional copy of Audacity, an additional copy of Research. It just gets out of hand really quickly, so this is good. Another new card is Danitha. I have not yet cast this card. I've just never drawn it in my, like, I don't know, 10 12 matches with this deck so far. And once during each of your turns, you can cast an aura or equipment spell from your graveyard. So kind of okay. I mean, 3 mana 2/2 is really bad, but Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink is definitely a good series of keywords. So if it lives, you're probably in a good spot. But yeah, okay. So anyways, those are the 2 new cards, and also a card that is not seen very often. I guess I'll go through like every creature so you understand like how the deck works. So Ivy, when a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy, you may copy that spell and target Ivy with it. So you can cost Audacity on something else, and it will also put it on Ivy. The same can be said for every single targeting single target buff spell. It will copy it and put it on Ivy, so it's pretty good. Drake, every time you target it, you draw a card. Skrull protects your creatures, and that is it for the original list. I don't remember what else there was instead of Virtuoso, but I'm going to talk about it. So the original list didn't feel great. Just like the enchantment deck, I had a feeling that was very high rolly. It had some incredibly bad matchups, and it was lacking explosiveness, surprisingly. This deck has it has a wind up. It needs like a little bit of time to really get going, and has no racing potential whatsoever, other than like just the basic ideal damage you deal damage, but you're gonna deal damage less fast than your opponent if they're on mono red, if they're on soldiers, if they're on mono white humans or something like that. Those decks just annihilated me with this build because it just takes too long to start stacking things, like drawing your cards. It's kind of cute, but it doesn't really do anything. There's no lifelink for racing other than this creature, but it's kind of weak. There's no lifelink aura. There's no there's lifelink combat trick, but it's not permanent, so it's not great. This deck just felt like it's just a coin flip. Like I flip a coin, I'm on the play. I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm on the draw. I'm in a terrible spot. Even if I'm on the play against soldiers, I lost the game pretty easily. It can be rough. Like it's a very snowbally deck, and everything really needs to line up for yourself in certain matchups. Otherwise, you're screwed. So pretty rough time. Ignore the sideboard. I took the best of 3 version from Ash Lezel, but I'm just playing in a best of 1. So after my first run, I did really poorly in my first run, and then I added Virtuoso, and suddenly the deck worked a lot better. So this is pretty much exactly what I was looking for. 2 problems in the initial build was lack of racing potential, and also very bad flood insurance. Like there was nothing I could do if I was drawing lands in a row. There was nothing. I can't do anything with those lands. But that is not the case once you start playing Virtuoso, because Virtuoso with the Connive, it can actually loot away those lands. And that is just fantastic. That is such high value in this deck because your lands start losing value very quickly. At like 5-6 mana, you're starting to get into the danger territory. At some point I drew like 10 lands, and I was really struggling to, get value out of them. I just couldn't use my mana. So that's where Virtuoso comes in. Not only is it a double striker that holds Audacity +2/+0, and it draws a card when it goes in the graveyard. This card on Virtuoso is just absurd. It's 4 damage double striking on turn 3 potentially, and that is just for 1 extra mana. So then you have even more mana to play with protection spells, with Homestead Courage, with Combat Research proccing twice off of this. It gets really out of hand for your opponent if your Virtuoso sticks around. This was really what was missing in the original list, and I gotta say, it changed my mind immediately about the potential of this list once I started playing with Virtuoso. Also, incredible with Calix, like starting a stacking +1/+1 counters on Virtuoso is just so much value. It's double value. Really, really good stuff. Another thing in the original list was the mana base. Way too many pain lands. It accentuated the fact that this deck had trouble racing with the fact that every time you cast a spell, you're also taking damage, further lowering the chances of you racing your opponent on mono red. So really devastating stuff. I had to add like all the fast lands. I had to like top up on fast lands. I had to like, add some slow lands. I think I only have one, but I would add another one. So also another thing I noticed was colors. There weren't enough color. There wasn't enough blue, I think, specifically. So I fixed that. Also another thing that I don't like and that I would fix is Plaza of Heroes. Plaza of Heroes has been straight downside for me. I literally never gotten value out of it, and every time that I drew it, it was a downside. It was literally such a bad land, especially in the Virtuoso build. Maybe in the other build there were more legendaries, I don't remember. But this should just be 2 Cascade. Like I was just missing the straight up colors. I needed the colors. Because when you don't have a legendary, this feels like a colorless land in a deck with so many 1 mana cards is so devastating when you're trying to like snowball the game. Really unfortunate. So this should go for 2 Cascade if I got my way here. And also, well, Virtuoso, I started off as a test of 3, and I don't know why I did that. I should have been a 4 of immediately. And I would cut an Ivy because Ivy is conditional and also it's legendary. It's not super fantastic unless you're stacking like combat research on it, otherwise just straight damage, which is not bad. But yeah, Ivy feels like a good card, but I feel like Virtuoso is, I would almost always rather have a Virtuoso on the board than an Ivy on turn 2. So this is more of like a win more spell in a way. And this deck already has so much snowballing that you don't necessarily need more snowballing. But you can also cut Danathan, I think, totally fine. You can also cut like a Witness Protection if you want to keep this around. But that's pretty much it for what this deck does. It's a pretty different deck from what you might be used to seeing. And I'm not a huge player of these types of decks either. So it was kind of a nice change of pace, and I'm surprised that I got 7 wins with my like in testing build, because usually it takes a few runs or a few matches, a lot more matches, like really tune the deck. But that kind of speaks for the potential of this deck, the fact that it already got a 7 win with my like very kind of suboptimal. It wasn't like very suboptimal. I had already tuned it a little bit, but it's not quite there, and it still has a little bit more to go once I figure out like exactly the numbers on this. But the core deck works, and that's pretty much all that matters. So if you enjoy this type of strategy, I'm sure you'll enjoy the deck, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit myself. We'll see how long that lasts. But anyways, enjoy the matches. At least the mana base works now. We'll test the theory. I really don't think this deck wins against mono red. I can't even play. Like, how do you win? I have 4 Skrelv now, right? But if you don't draw Skrelv, I mean, I have to play. Like, it's not like... I don't like this deck. I mean, I guess I have more creatures now. I have Virtuoso. Is Denick possible in this list? I think it is. That's a good idea. I think Denick might be possible in this deck, actually. It is legendary. I might have to play it. I don't know. It's just such a nightmare. Like what do I do? I have no life. Like I have no way to recover from this like deadly life total. It would be a sideboard card. I'm wondering if in best of one it's a main deck though, because it's best of one. Calix. I think this has to go. Oh god, it auto tapped me so hard. Okay. Well, guess we're changing the plans a little bit. Imagine if this like anything had lifelink, anything gives lifelink. Like imagine. It's such a game changer against decks like mono red. Like now I just lose, right? I'm too low HP. I need more safekeeping, I think. I don't know. This deck needs more like any form of life gain. Escort, yeah, but Escort is very restrictive on exactly. I guess it works well with Virtuoso now. I hate this playstyle without lifelink. It feels like I'm always on the back foot and I will never turn the corner basically. Like I have no swing. I have no like board swing or a life total swing or anything. Like I can't swing the game. I can't turn the corner against decks that are more aggressive because I can't develop like a board state. I'm stacking one creature and all they need is two and suddenly they can attack through. Catilda, the 3-drop? I can't believe I crafted this shit. Oh man. I do this every time. Catilda is not great because this is not a deck that uses a lot of permanent based enchantments that are like that are sitting on the sidelines. It's all stackable auras. So once I lose a creature, I lose the entire stack on Catilda. It's not that good. I wouldn't say it's terrible either, but there are better options. I think Denic is a better option. I think the 3/2 savior thing is a better option. Like even against Rakdos, they can just play Harvester and I'm screwed. It single-handedly deals with my Screll. Like Catilda is on the board. Okay. That's not a removal spell. Yeah, Virtuoso has to be correct. With Trample, I don't even need to make it bypass. Yeah, this is a good card. This was definitely. I'm surprised that I didn't see that in the main deck of this build. It's so good. It has an even better synergy with Danitha. I could maybe make like a more Virtuoso-centric build with Danitha and maybe more target-based protection spells as well. Go even more ham. Yeah, double strike trample is so good that I think it's enough. Oh, this is just. Oh man, this is just terrible. I don't know. What do I even do? I needed anything. Anything. quite legitimately anything. Defiance. Yeah, in a Virtuoso deck, Defiance is much better. So I would consider it then, but I think in the previous build, it was not something I could consider. Okay. But yeah, this card is a 100% mainstay. Should be 4 of. It should. I don't think Ivy is that good. I think Ivy is good, but it's weaker than Virtuoso because Virtuoso gives you card selection. I feel like that's the biggest issue with this deck, is that you need a card that can remove these for cards. Because once you start flooding with this deck, it's actually over. Any land just cuts your potential snowballing by like infinite amount. No Rod Priest? You need a full toxic build for Rod Priest to be good. No, it's not good without support. But you can make a Rod Priest deck with something around those lines, I guess. I can't believe that I fixed the mana base and it's not working. I'm triggered. I don't know. I feel like I have to keep this though. Because if I draw anything, it's just good. No, I have to mulligan. God damn it. Mulliganing with this deck just feels terrible, I'm gonna be honest. It's dreadful. I don't even have green. Oh my god, this mana base. No. I almost feel like I should be playing Bant Trio at this point. It's so dreadful. I might cut this. Why is this in the deck? This feels like a win more. This is such a win more. I need a stabilizing land, not a win more. If we had more mana, I think because it's on 20 lands, you can't play this. This has to be an actual land. Yeah, Wonderbed. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my god. But now I want to target this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's weird. I have a choice, but I think it's just better to target this. I'll just stack this. I could play Witness Protection. Actually not bad. Alright, I think the deck should just be a Virtuoso deck. Bypass, more 1-mana protection spells. That's scary. That's good draw. Kinda. But I can't keep stacking this, but it's kind of whatever. At least I get rid of the lifelink. Am I playing Calix? Yes. Calix with Virtuoso is really disgusting, actually. I mean, this is so broken that I think the whole deck should be focused around this, because this card does not let your opponent stabilize. Like, it doesn't give your opponent time. Everything else that you're doing in this deck without Virtuoso, it's not that good. It's not enough pressure. It doesn't develop your board enough. This hits like a truck. So your opponent can... This is on par with what your opponent's doing every turn if they're casting a creature, because of the overall scaling. That is a little bit scary, though. Okay. Well, I mean, I can attack an indestructible, so that's what I'm gonna do. I guess they have to block now, so I can probably just do it now in case I find something else. Yeah, it's not great. Not great, but hey, is what it is. Am I playing Light Pause? No, I cut Light Pause. It feels terrible. I think Light Pause is so bad. Because it stacks the auras on itself and it has like no synergy with anything other than Calix. I thought it had synergy with the Ivy, but it doesn't. Because you're not casting the spell, you're just putting it onto the battlefield. It's really not great. But yeah, the Virtuoso all-in strategy I think is a much better, or at least not Virtuoso all-in, but like you have some lifelink cards, then you're using like the Drake as like a backup Virtuoso could be really interesting. I think you need the Virtuoso, like it's just, but then I feel like it's still a high roll deck, but it's a little bit less high roll because Virtuoso is so strong, right? But this deck feels a lot better. Every time I draw Virtuoso, I'm winning, so you know what that means. We're on the right track. We're improving it. The build, it's moving. It's not really an archetype I like playing though, because I like consistency, and this deck does not help with that. This deck is not consistent. But another Virtuoso. And we're against Raptors, which is a good matchup. Actually. Funny. And Virtuoso's gonna win the game again, potentially. The mana base is terrible. This deck has like huge problems. It is truly a high roll deck. It is what it is. Like, there's no two ways around that. It's gonna be a high roll deck either way. I think I'm looking at Cradle. Yeah, I think I'm looking at Cradle here. I gotta play around the 3-drop. I don't think I care about that. I'm just going in. I'm going in. I am going in with the Virtuoso, baby. This card makes me happy. This turned the deck into a deck that I really don't enjoy to a deck that I will slightly enjoy. Or that I will enjoy quite a bit when I have Virtuoso on the board. And it's still alive. This saved the deck for me, really. So is this lethal? I think it is. Oh no, I don't have double. Ah. I could find green though. But I guess either way, I wouldn't necessarily want to play this. Oh wait. Okay. 8. This is... So they're at 22. This is 3. Wait. No, this is 4. This is... Wait, wait. This is 4. This is 6. And this is 6. 6, 6, 4, 10, 6 plus 3, 9. Oh wait, no, this is 3. This is 6. 6, 6, 6, 4. 12, 22. Alright, fuck it. Content. I don't care. I just have to find... Oh my god, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. But I gotta do it. I don't know. I'm not gonna get it. I feel like if they had it though, they would have... Okay, wait. So, wait. One more? Okay. I think that's not enough. Whatever. I mean, they lose their entire board. I mean, it's fine. That was actually not a terrible draw. If I wasn't gonna get a land, it had to be combat research because at least I get the cards back. And even if they exile this, they lose their entire board. I still draw 2 cards, and then I can play Calix. That doesn't work. I did the math right. 8. Oh no, it is 22. It is enough. I thought it was 24. I said 22 as well, right? Before. But I think I forgot. I thought it was 24. So it was enough. It was 22. I just didn't remember the number I mentioned at the start. I started doing math about like my damage, and I forgot what number they were at. All right, good enough. Good enough. See, Virtuoso is fun and good. Fun and good. I'm happy. But if once I stop, okay, let's. I need a non-virtuoso game to feel the misery. Like I need to feel the misery again. I need to balance it out. But honestly, I got pretty unlucky the past run, so maybe my luck is kind of evening out now. I'm about to get lucky every game. Yeah, it was pretty good stuff. This is a good hand. This is a good hand. Oh my god, the pain lands. Oh, so painful. The pain. I only swung with an 11-9 double striker. Need to step those numbers up. I could have been higher if I drew that green source, but I did not. I mean, you know what? That's actually not bad. That's better than Go Fizz Road. Interestingly enough. Funny how that works, huh? Oh my god. No. No. I forgot this deck has 8 fast lands. Uh-oh. Wait, does Calix work with Storm Chaser Drake? I don't know. Not so fast lands, definitely not so fast. Uh-oh. I can't race this. I need Virtuoso. Wait, I have some life gain. I think I have to cast this actually. I'm gonna do it. Oh my god, the pain lands. Oh no. Oh no. Why no. No. That's too painful. It's actually too painful. Oh god. Save me! Save me! The pain! I'm not enjoying the pain. It's too much. I'm feeling the pain. So I would have saved myself 2 life. If I die, I'm gonna be pissed. That's pretty good. It's pretty painful. Please no cut down. Okay. I'm racing myself. No, I took so much damage. It's so bad. It's so cringe. Oh. Yes. Wait, why is it a 1/1? Wait, this removes +1/+1 counters? Oh wait, no, it's not a plus, it's a death touch counter. Wait, what? Oh, it's a death touch counter, okay. I was like, wait, that's not how it works, but I got confused with this thing. But... Oh baby! Oh baby, baby. My luck is coming around. Do I still win that game? I think I do. I think I go to 1 and I killed him with the dragon. Alright, 5 wins at least. I'm happy. This should have been like a total failure, but 5 wins, please. We're getting there. I feel like the deck is getting there. Although it is really RNG. I hate the mana base. It's so tilting. But Virtuoso is looking at me. It's staring at me. I got a mulligan. It's so bad though. If I was able to play that, on the play I have to mulligan. Okay, it's back. Back. I hate this. I hate Glee. I think Glee is such a bad card. I gotta keep Calix. But I have, like, it's so annoying. I want to cut Glee, but I can't. So I have to. Oh, that was the wrong one. Uh-oh. 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 They're both blue. I mean, they both have a person on it, kinda. Whatever. This is Crow's After Dark anyways. Brain is at 50%. %50 power. Pretty low. But gotta work with it. Yeah, can only work with what we've got. Better content though, no? Right? Content is good. We like content. It's actually so annoying. If I had the draw thing, it would be so much better. Actually, maybe not. This is so much more stats. It might actually be, it might be better than the, but still, I mean, either way, it's still like not great, huh? Interesting. Interesting. In Virtuoso, that's a card. That's a magic card. And I keep drawing it. Every time I draw it, I win the game, so something's going on. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I need more blue. This is cringe. Uh-oh. Zenik is annoying. Oh, that's good. That's pretty fortunate that I found that. But we're still gonna have to race a Denic. I had soldiers. That's actually fine. That's actually fine. Soldiers on the play, I'll take it. I don't think the matchup is good at all, but they had no one drop. And their 2-drop was not Thalia. So I've dodged like 2 bullets already. Am I gonna dodge the Cathar? Calix adds just enough longevity. Maybe. Can somebody confirm or deny if Calix does work with Storm Chaser Drake? Do I draw? I don't think so, right? Oh wait, I do draw. No, I do draw. Wait, does it? It doesn't. No, it doesn't put the thing. I do draw, right? I'm pretty sure I draw. I don't think it puts the card. Yeah, I think I do draw. This is interesting. Oh, I can't do that. I need to disable Denic. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise it gets out of hand, I think. The question is, do I ever need to disable Harbin though? Actually, does Denic even get out of hand? I don't think it does. No, I think I combat research here. It's too good. It's too much draw. I'll find the land, right? I can do it post-combat. Ah, but then I can't. Oh, that's cringe. I forgot this doesn't gain stats, so... Yeah, I guess I have to do that then. Whatever. At least I get... that's kind of bad. I don't know if that was a mistake or not. I guess we'll find out. You have to put the aura on a creature? Yeah, but if it's put, then it doesn't work. Like, Light Pause doesn't target itself. It just puts the enchantment under it. But I think this has to target. You may create a token that's a copy. I think it targets. I'm not 100% sure, but I would say it does target, but Yeah, it doesn't say you choose target. See what I'm saying? Like, it's confusing. I think you choose the target, but maybe it just, you choose the target, but it puts the enchantment under it. So I don't think it works actually. Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing because it doesn't say, I think Light Pause says, oh, Light Pause says cast? Oh. Yeah, it's put into play. Okay, so it doesn't work, yeah. Yeah, that was my intuition as well. That makes sense. Like, I thought it would work after that. I kind of gaslit myself because I thought it was a different text than Light Pause, but I guess Light Pause does actually target? No, wait. No, you cast it. But it already, I don't know. I'm losing my mind. That's too late. Hit the bolts. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a storm festival. Okay, so it doesn't work. So that means that Drake is actually not even that good in the stack. It's like okay, but it's not crazy crazy in the stack. This is pretty good. This might be. Where's my Virtuoso? I can't win without Virtuoso. Somebody draw it, please. Draw it for me. I'm begging you. I am scared to not keep the second dragon, so I will. But I do feel like I should have kept the cradle, but better to keep creatures, I guess. Unless I get really unlucky. Oh, this looks like a good matchup. This looks like a really good matchup. And the good thing I ditched the cradle because it's not very useful in this matchup either. They bounced the dragon, I would not be happy, so. But this looks like the mono blue is a fantastic matchup, I think. Oh, but my mana is terrible. Oh my god. This Plaza has to go. I said it earlier. My Plaza, this Plaza is absolutely a win more card, and it will screw you over like 80%. This deck doesn't have the mana count, like the overall numbers to be able to play this. It's a good draw though. This is gonna be a thing. This is gonna be an interesting game of Magic. Mono blue versus a card that draws on cast. Well, if I target it, but I will always target almost. There it is. There it is. Oh, Calix as well. Oh, what? Oh yeah, that's a new card, right? Put one into your hand, one into the graveyard, one on the bottom. That's better theoretically, I guess, than the other blue one, the top four thing, because putting in the graveyard is so good. I'm feeling good, but also if they play Jin, this doesn't. I would have to use Scrub. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's fantastic. I'll start off with this because they can't really counter it. I will start off with that. Oh, I hate that it tapped my pain land. I should real this mana base is so tough to work with. You really have to pay attention to what it's tapping. Okay. Now I could have played another Drake, but I feel like I'm happy with the draw here. And I'm happy that I'm scaling this up a little bit. I probably should play this. I should have played it. Ah, whatever. That's really good. That's really good against Mono Blue. I forgot about that. This is such a bad matchup. Oh, it was like, jeez. One of the worst matchups they could do. And that's I'm happy because usually Mono Blue just completely destroys you on some decks. But this is not the case for this deck. I'm so happy. I never play decks that are just really insane against Mono Blue. This is one of those. Why not hold the courage? Why would I hold it? I don't need vigilance. I just want stats. And I would have had to waste 1 mana as well. It's bad mana efficiency. I should not have played that land. Playing a little bit erratically here. It's not great, but it is what it is. Actually, I probably should have played Calix if I'm being honest here, because it would force a counterspell and their mana screwed. But I guess this is better. Because I get to hold up Surge. This is crazy. This is such a good matchup. As long as I have... Well, actually, they can't... I mean, I guess they could counter the Drake, but then I also have Virtuoso, so... It gets out of hand real fast. I'm discarding Skrelv. Surely. Play a mix of Drake and Goldforge stopped her. What stopped her? Is that the 1/3 lifelink? That doesn't sound too good. Doesn't sound terrible though either. Lifelink is good. Maybe it's actually fine. I do think it's kind of weird though, because you can't really stack combat research for stats on it. But I do kind of like the idea. I think lifelink is extremely valuable and flying is even more valuable. So it has both, and it also has like kind of upside with ward. So definitely interesting. I wouldn't mind trying that out for myself as well. So yeah, really interesting. Hard counter, yep. Makes sense. I'm a little bit curious as to why they're playing this game still. I have triple protection, so there's no way this is getting bounced or interacted with. They would need at least a Jhin. But even with Jhin I could bypass, and I have double protection. I have 35 cards left, I might deck myself? Nah. This deck doesn't draw like that much. Unless you're in this situation, but even then, like it's only increments of like a few cards. It's not like crazy, it's not like drawing like 10 cards per turn. But they can go pretty fast. I got 2 natural every time I target, but I also have a lot of cards that don't target. So they're gonna go for it. I have my way around the channel land as well. If they have triple bounce, no, if they have quad bounce, if all these cards are, what's it called? Fateful Absence, then they win, but otherwise, it's not quite gonna work out. Yep. Alright, I can't believe I actually got it. This, I mean, it is a high roll deck, and I think I rolled pretty well, if I do say so myself. Pretty rough start, but... Oh. I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted. That's literally all I could ask for from this deck. We're improving it. I actually got packs. I got my gems back. It's not quite optimal yet, but I'm learning and I'm winning at the same time, which is really good. That's all you could ask for, really. If you enjoy my content and would like to help me keep making it, consider supporting me over on Patreon, where you can access to a bunch of bonus videos, as well as other rewards depending on the tiers. And thank you so much to all the lovely patrons that are already subscribed. I appreciate it very much. And I will see you all in the next video.